NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing the West All-Stars. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. Anthony Edwards out there with Conley. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. James with it. Working on McDaniels. Back to Jokic. Some nice passing here by the West. Embiid finds Irving. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
Out to Conley. There's the dish to McDaniels. Over to the left wing. Towns for three. It's rebounded by the West.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Embiid, and the layup falls.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Conley against Irving. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. Lays it up off the glass.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Edwards against Doncic. To the paint. The kick out to Irving. Off target from three-point range. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the rejection by James.
That size and length and strength. LeBron, the tough one to try to shoot over.
And it's Irving missing. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Passes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. Shoots over Embiid. Edwards kicks to Towns. Clock at 4. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Doncic feeling it out. James in the post.
Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Outside, Towns. And Embiid with the block. And he gets it back. Towns, the pass to Conley. He takes it in. Launches a three. West All-Stars with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
High post, Gobert. Back to Edwards. Takes it inside. Towns for three. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Jokic with the bucket.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. The West making some changes. Brown is checked in for Embiid, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Now here's Conley. Still yet to score. And slam dunk by Gobert.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Doncic against Conley. James has a two-pointer. Again, the West All-Stars.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Towns. Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. Here he goes. Out to the wing. Towns wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 5.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Here we go, all alone. Here's Alexander Walker.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Here's James, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Well, those are the kinds of moves that distinguish LeBron from every other small forward that has ever played this game.
And it's Conley penetrating. Towns finds Conley to the left side wing. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Edwards inside. Down low. Gobert with the block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
Alexander Walker passes to Towns. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Towns has gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Jokic kicks to Brown. Fires the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the West All-Stars. He finishes with 9 points. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
They've got Tyrese Halliburton, Jaylen Brown out there with Randall, and there's Embiid, and it's Edwards in at the 2 spot. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Reed. Over in the corner, Edwards. Reed finds Milton. Back to Reed. Pass to Milton. Fires for 3. West All-Stars with the rebound. Now Embiid. Halliburton outside. Reed with the block. Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. A 3 from Anderson. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on that one. The West making some changes. Jaren Jackson comes in for Randall, and Irving subbed in for Halliburton. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. To the wing on the left. Back to Milton. Goes back up. Good as the jump shot falls. Milton's got his first basket. And it's Irving with the ball for the West All-Stars. It's blocked. Anderson with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. From deep. It's hauled in by Edwards. From about 19 feet, that one doesn't go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Moving against Milton. Over in the corner, Edwards. From 10 feet out, the West All-Stars pull it in. Brown the pass to Irving. The kick out to Brown. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
Edwards dishes to Anderson. The pass to Alexander Walker. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Timeout.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Jokic, he's checked in for the West. Doncic comes in for Jaylen Brown. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Shake Milton. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
The understated part of Luka Doncic's game, his strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
2 shots.
All free throws good from Doncic. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Conley scanning the floor. Towns sets the pick for Conley. He dishes it to Towns. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the West All-Stars have possession. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Doncic kicks to Edwards. Passes it to Irving. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Towns, a screen on Irving. Inside, out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Minnesota, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Embiid. Out to Doncic. Now the pass to Jokic. Gouging inside, it's Jokic.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
Conley against Doncic. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the West. Joel Embiid comes in for Jackson. And James subbed in for Edwards. Conley gets the bucket.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
And rebounded by McDaniels.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
From the arc, the West grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Irving, over Conley, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Conley against Irving. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Driving to the basket. Towns for 3. It's good from long range. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Irving kicks to Jokic for 3. Jokic lets it fly from outside.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead, leading by just 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at James, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Conley out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Conley the pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Towns the screen. To the middle. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. And so James will bring it up for the West. Shoots over McDaniel. And that one goes long. Minnesota in the lead. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Embiid with it. Out to Doncic. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. James in the post. McDaniels defending. Can't finish the one-handed jam. For 3, Edwards connects from three-point range. Edwards got 6.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. The kick out to Towns. Irving against Conley. Back to Gobert. Lets the 3 fly. And Embiid pulls it down. The West trails by 7. Passes it to Irving. The West again cannot hit. Minnesota with the ball. And here is Conley. Gobert with a screen on Irving. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Embiid. James dishes to Embiid, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Minnesota calls timeout. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves leading by 7.
Kyle Anderson.
Edwards fires from way outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Doncic against Edwards. Stolen by Michael Conley. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Doncic. Outside Irving. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Gobert with it. Now defended by Embiid. Gobert with a screen on Jokic. Conley the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Gobert in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving finds Embiid. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Timberwolves leading by 9. And it's Conley penetrating. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, the speed and the creativity of Mike Conley off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Edwards has come in for Irving. He hits the second from the line.
Timeout
Called here by the West. They're going to talk it over. You look at Towns. He's really been playing well.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
The West trails by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Minnesota.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Minnesota?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Just 4 points, that's all they've given up here in the second half.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
And that one is good. And it's 6 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Alexander Walker. Edwards defending. Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Doncic against Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Conley, the pass to Reid. There's the killer two-handed slam.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Doncic kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Really left alone that time. Alexander Walker's got 5 points so far.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Edwards. Reid with the rebound. Conley against Embiid. Here is Conley for the 3. And that one released in time, but no good.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Luka Doncic out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Jackson in at the 5. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The West trails by 14. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
Brown is checked in for the West. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Milton's checked in. Edwards passes to Jackson. The West again cannot hit. Minnesota leading by 15. Anderson finds Reed. Pass to Conley. Doncic with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Off target with his 3. Anderson outside. Outside Edwards. Takes a 3. That one no good. Edwards gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Outside Irving. Out to Doncic. Nifty move. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
Conley against Brown. Pass to Milton. Anderson outside. There's the triple. That shot off.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
So for the West, Jokic, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Embiid comes in for Jaylen Brown. And James subbed in for Edwards. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in for Shake Milton. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Start celebrating in your head, and there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from James. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. That's a 2 from Towns. And again, it's Minnesota.
He is scorching the D, exploding offensively.
The 3 for Doncic. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Conley. 3-pointer. Good on the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Over Irving. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Embiid.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Jacks up a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
1:41 left in the game. And Edwards with the stuff.
That's a great feed by Cat. Those assist numbers have improved big time over the years.
Timeout called here by the West. They're going to talk it over. They're behind by 15. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Irving finds Doncic. Great D that time from Edwards.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. The West trails by 15. Tries it from the top of the key. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Embiid. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half. Doncic is getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Right wing. Embiid wide open. And the West hit again from deep.
Nice touch pass right there by Kyrie Irving. That was pretty.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. From downtown. And the West hit again from deep.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Fires from way outside. And Embiid pulls it down.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Kyrie Irving. Third personal foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Boy, Mike Conley has always been such a steadying influence, a respected leader. Doesn't matter what team he's on. Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
And here's James outside. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Man, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Now they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Daniels. Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're down by 6. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. And the first and 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. And on the way from Irving for 3, it's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
All eyes are on Conley, a normally confident shooter. Can he sink the free throw?
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Personal foul. At the line for the Timberwolves.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
So it's Minnesota taking